What is going on, guys? What is going on? We are going to keep it brief today. We'll obviously dive into the word as usual. I more or less want to just talk to you guys about Friday's trades. You guys obviously got to see some of that already. It was just, actually, I take that back. You didn't. The plan was to pop that on because obviously we had Fed Chairman Powell speak. I did a quick short about it, but I didn't really elaborate. So I actually didn't. I was planning on doing that, but there was a lot of craziness, and that's kind of what we'll spend Sunday doing, really going through all the 28 trades. Yes, way too many. Obviously, it was just stacking trades, of course, so it wasn't over. It probably was over my 5 daily plan. I went down, then I went back up, broke even, made some money, then I lost money, then I made it back, and ended up finishing with some capital in there. The total gain for Friday, just to give you perspective, so it was more of, I was chasing my own tail and ended up grossing, I want to say 275 or something like that, or excuse me, 196, so almost $200. But tons of mental capital. You know what I'm saying? Like much more spent in trying to just, let me make that back. And proud of myself for being able to dig myself out. Obviously, that was one of those where I took too many trades. I know that there's stuff I have to clean up. We will break down all these trades. But ultimately, 28 total trades, 16 winners, 12 losers, 57.14 win rate. And yeah, I mean, profit factor 1.11. It's not bad, but again, it was like I could have helped myself so much by either just staying out of the market, because 196 is not that significant. It's not like I made $500, $1,000 for $200. It definitely wasn't worth that whirlwind of ride. I mean, I went down at one point. I'm looking at it right now on TradeZilla. I was at one point like $700 or $600, $650 down. Brought that all the way back up to like positive $10. Brought it back down to like negative $300. Brought it up to kind of where I was at, 150, 160. Brought that down to $500, and then went back up to 196. I mean, that's literally the whirlwind of this, like, not a good chart at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to be in the green and have very, very little like dips. You know what I'm saying? Like, there doesn't need to be deep valleys. And then, like, just to peak out, you know what I'm saying, like an iceberg, it's like it's got to go the other way. So, luckily, I was able to come out of there unscathed. But due to me being able to get back to objectivity, not get too emotional, not let that, I kept my cool the entire time, which I know that that's development in and of itself. I didn't, go in and I'm going to just load contracts up. Even when I wasn't afraid to go in with some size, I was like, okay, this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to get back to it. Again, now I can only trade 2 contracts on my combine ones. We're funded with 250Ks or 100K. I've got 1 leader account going. We've got another follower. So I've got another one that just passed as well on Friday that I had as a combine. And there's one more that I have that's in the combine that's at 50. I was just looking at it now. 51,416 and 50 cents. So that means once this one's done, we can I can go ahead and pay for the 149 fee for the third one to make it 150K. This one will make it 200K funded. This is all positive stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're starting to move in the forward direction. There's calmness in this. There's certainty in what I'm doing. There's an edge being formed. And I obviously need to continue to improve on my plays and my playbook and what I look for and who I am as a trader, but it becomes better and better and more defined. So again, I don't want to bore you with it. We will tomorrow break it down. That's what we'll use tomorrow's video for. Got some news that I want to kind of let you guys in on, which is exciting as well. So stay tuned for that. That will probably be coming within the next, if I had to guess, first week of September. So let's just hit a pause button for like the next 6-7 days till this month is over, to be certain. And just because I want things to, kind of take place before, we start to peel back any layers. But excited extremely blessed to be here, obviously, to be talking to you guys. I love doing this. This is obviously, I've already had a deep, deep passion very early in on the markets, and it's just becoming stronger. And, just how I think about things, terminology, you know what I'm saying, everything. I mean, it just all boils down to like, man, I'm loving this, and I'm falling in love with this process, and, so that it's all positive stuff. Tomorrow we'll break down all those trades. That way you guys know, like, what was I looking at, because this is great for my mental. And if there's one thing that I'm seeing, it's being able to take, when I look at the calendar breakdown right here, when I look at it all, and I see this, I go, you got $1,000 loss day on Sunday, the 4th of August. You've got a $2,000 loss on the 7th of August. That's unacceptable. Can't have that. I want to say that was around the time that I blew up one of the accounts or went really, really far down and was able to build it back up the following day. 1.42K, 2.4K on Friday. The next week, 350 on Monday, kept it light. Tuesday, $84 loss. I mean, like in 8 trades, so I obviously stacked into a few, but I stepped away because I think there was news. Wednesday, 137. It's like, to be able to take green days and not be like 137. What's that? That used to be like, like just a straight mockery to me. Like that. What is that? But it's like, bro, you're green. Relax, and it's being able to accept that and then not take big lashes like the 1K or 2K losses and stacking those 1.4Ks, those 2.4Ks, 900, 525s. I mean, and I'm looking at them right here. You've got 4 red days right now out of the month, and if I can eliminate these 2 that are over a K, I'm sitting pretty. 134, as I said, on Wednesday the 14th. 650 I lost on the 15th. Didn't trade Friday. Obviously, we come back Monday. I actually don't have these 2 logged. I don't know why I didn't plug these in, but it says Monday, Tuesday, I didn't have anything in there. Wednesday, I made 711. And then Thursday, I had nothing in there. And then Friday, 197. So I actually didn't take days off. I don't know if I just forgot to log it. But nevertheless, if it's any, you guys have seen the last few posts I've put up, which has just been essentially like the live trading and me like talking, and I'll make sure I turn off the jazz music. I mean, obviously I like to have that in the back. So when I'm trading, I'm just staying, like very calm, but I need to have like some sort of webcam or mic, as I told you, that I'm trying to, get going, or have this going. And while I'm also doing the live screen, that I can then put myself screen and screen, whatever. The point is this is what we want to get to, where it's kind of just like say less. You guys see execution. I think that benefits the traders out there who are interested in this and go like, well, what's he thinking? What are you looking at? So you can start to just see like what I'm doing, And I think that really just gives you an idea of like, this is the real deal. Right now the numbers don't look super sexy. We're not in the 4 figures, 5 figures, which is what everybody is, what I wanted to see when I first got into trading. And it's levels, I'm saying? It's levels. But being able to make money consistently and put money in your pocket is like a very, very, it's the 8th world, it's the 8th wonder of the world. Compound interest, as they say. This is truly a skill that nobody can take from you when you have it. I am still on my journey. I'm not, at all. We're blessed and we're doing well with these fundeds right now, but, guess what? You guys have not, when I've got it, when I start pulling it out, when I start showing it to you, and the whole bit is when, things become, more real. And, when we can start really, okay, great. It's not replacing my job. It will be one day, but it's like, this is the grind. This is the constant, put one foot in front of the other. So, kids, anybody else who's watching this that knows me or that, is trying to get on this journey. And for those of you who know me through this, understand that this is the process that you're going to have to go through. There's just no way around it. I know it's not what you want to hear. That doesn't put money in my pocket for me to tell you, it's going to take a little while. But I've also kept it real with you and told you that like anybody can do this, but you have to be determined. Let's dive into the word. Let's close it off today and get you guys out of here. So tomorrow, expect those trade breakdowns, and we'll head into the next week, the last week of August, on a high note. We want to be in the green for sure. We're not going to push anything too aggressively. We're going to, roll right into September and finish off this year in the green. That's what, payouts are upon us because of, being smart, because of being patient, letting the market come to us, not trying to force things or anything like that. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into this. Where were we at? I always fold the pages, but there's a couple pages that are folded down as well. So I don't want to be lost. I know it's been a couple days, guys, because we've been recording the, one second. Because we've been recording like just the trades. I believe okay, I think this is where we're at. Become what you believe. We did that one already. Sorry. This is where we're at. The 12 harvest hands. Here we go. The prayer was no sooner prayed than it was answered. Jesus called 12 of his followers and sent them into the right fields. He gave them power to kick out the evil spirits and to tenderly care for the bruised and hurt lives. This is the list of the 12 he sent: Simon, Andrew, James, John, Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, Matthew, James, Thaddeus, Simon, Judas. Jesus sent his 12 harvests out with his charge. Don't begin by traveling to some far-off place to convert unbelievers, and don't try to be dramatic by tackling some public enemy. Go to the lost, confuse people right here in the neighborhood. Tell them that the kingdom is here. Bring health to the sick, raise the dead, touch the untouchables, kick out the demons. You have been treated generously, so live generously. Don't think you have to put on a fundraising campaign before you start. You don't need a lot of equipment. You are equipment. And all you need to keep that going is 3 meals a day. Travel light. When you enter a town or village, don't insist on staying in a in a luxury inn. Get a modest place with some modest people and be content there until you leave. When you knock on a door, be courteous in your greeting. If they welcome you, be gentle in your conversation. If they don't welcome you, quietly withdraw. Don't make a scene. Shrug your shoulders and be on your way. You can be sure that on Judgment Day they'll be mighty sorry, but it's no concern of yours now. Stay alert. This is hazardous work I'm assigning you. You're going to be like sheep running through a wolf pack, so don't call attention to yourselves. Be as cunning as a snake, inoffensive as a dove. Don't be naive. Some people will impugn your motives. Others will smear your reputation just because you believe in me. Don't be upset when they haul you before the civil authorities. Without knowing it, they've done you and me a favor, giving you a platform for preaching the kingdom's news. And don't worry about what you'll say or how you'll say it. The right words will be there. The Spirit of your Father will supply the words. When people realize it is the living God you are presenting and not some idol that makes them feel good, they are going to turn on you, even people in your own family. There is a great irony here, proclaiming so much love, experiencing so much hate, but don't quit. Don't cave in. It's all well worth it in the end. It is not success you are after in such times, but survival. Be survivors. Before you run out of options, the Son of Man will have arrived. A student doesn't get a better desk than her teacher. A laborer doesn't make more money than his boss. Be content, pleased, even when you, my students, my harvest hands, get the same treatment I get. If they call me the master dung face, what can the workers expect? Don't be intimidated. Eventually, everything is going to be out in the open, and everyone will know how things really are. So don't hesitate to go in public. Now, don't be bluffed into silence by the threat of bullies. There's nothing they can do to your soul, your core being. Save your fear for God, who holds your entire life, body, soul in his hands. Say it with me if you know it. You are uniquely different. God took his time on you. You're one of one. You know what he told you today? Love you so much. Peace.